3-0 ball game with the Reds in front of the Royals. We go to the top half of the fifth inning. Castellanos to lead things off. Jim Day's going to be taking us the rest of the way through this game as Holland takes over on the mound. I made a comment earlier tonight that I guess went out over the air that I am deeply ashamed of. If I have hurt anyone out there, I can't tell you how much I say from the bottom of my heart. I'm so very, very sorry. I pride myself and think of myself as a man of faith. As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be a home run. And so that'll make it a 4-0 ball game. I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this headset again. I don't know if it's going to be for the Reds. I don't know if it's going to be for my bosses at Fox. I want to apologize for the people who signed my paycheck, for the Reds, for Fox Sports Ohio, for the people I work with, for anybody that I've offended here tonight. I can't begin to tell you how deeply sorry I am. That is not who I am and never has been. And I'd like to think maybe I could have some people that could back that up. I am very, very sorry, and I beg for your forgiveness. Jim Day will take you the rest of the way home.
It happened in the top of the third inning of the Peoria Sports Complex, and a ground ball by Jonathan India. Tatis reached to his right and threw the runner out in a close play at first base. That's when things got interesting, and not in a good way. Tatis started walking back toward the Padres dugout, even though there was only one out. He was met by manager Jace Tingler and a trainer and took himself out of the game. And there's a deep drive into left field by Castellanos, and that will be a home run, so that'll make it a 3-2 game.
Well, we're going to tell you about a great man, and it's a loss for the Royals family. This is George Gorman, who passed away at the age of 96. He served our country in World War II. He went to the University of Kansas, and so did his son, Pat Gorman, who's been working for the Royals in the clubhouse for 26 years.
Wow.
And that was Pat's father. Well, that's a great life, 96 years. And Pat, just like his dad, went to KU. He also went to Bishop Ward High School. There's a drive into deep left center field, and there's never a great time to eulogize someone during the broadcast, so we apologize for the timing, but our hearts go out to Pat, who's just been a tremendous loyal employee to the Royals for 26 years, and his wife Katie, as she lost her father-in-law, and daughters Abby and Caroline, who lost their grandfather, but they had him for 96 years.
Wow. Sorry for your loss.
Breaking ball destroyed. Oh, Castellanos clubs into the bullpen. More two-out thunder. Another two-run bomb and a 4-0 Reds lead. That's a new career high, 28 homers for Castellanos.
What does Barry Larkin say? You have to try to get underneath the curveball.
And Pete Walker sitting on the bench, and Salcedo gets a strikeout, and of course Pete Walker was unfortunately arrested early Friday morning for driving under the influence, and he made a statement apologizing for his actions. Obviously a very significant situation. Charlie Montoyo, his quote is, he said, "The Blue Jays and I are aware of what happened, the incident involving Pete Walker, but we're still gathering information out of respect for the process. That's all we're going to say right now." And the Blue Jays as an organization have taken the same path. So unfortunately, a very significant situation with Pete Walker, very highly respected pitching coach, but the Blue Jays and the organization are going to wait until all of the information is gathered. So he is continuing to serve as the pitching coach, and he's been here today watching these Blue Jays pitchers so far. 3 pitchers today, and we're scheduled to see Thomas Hatz, Julian Merriweather, and maybe Anthony Castro throughout the course of this game. That looper, that's going to drop for a base hit. Castellanos reached out and poked it into right field. He picks up a 2-out base hit. Castellanos has been aboard twice now with a walk and a single.
Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Oh, man, that ball is crushed. It's high, and it is really far. And I think if the wind was blowing out, it would have went over the tiki bar. But it's a home run for...
Our senior NFL insider with us. What more can you tell us following this news here that Steelers quarterback DWYANE Haskins died this morning in South Florida?
Randy, it's a tragic story out of South Florida. DWYANE Haskins was down in South Florida training with the Steelers quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs. And, again, we'll see the police reports, but my understanding is he got hit by a car, got out of the car along the highway, got clipped was the way it was described to me. Again, that is unofficial because I've not seen the police report just yet. But however you want to break it down, it's tragic. DWYANE Haskins, 24 years old, down in South Florida, trying to train for his future, which obviously now gets snuffed out way before it should have. And it's a situation where the Steelers now got the news this morning. The Washington football team got the news this morning. They're preparing to release statements here in a short period of time. There are other teammates down there who are aware of the incident. And it's a tragic circumstance here in South Florida that a young man, 24 years old, would have turned 25 next month, loses his life. And so...
Castellanos.
And he hits one in the air, left center field. That's deep. Going back is Pache. It is gone! 2-run home run for Castellanos. He had a nice welcoming yesterday, but today it's even better. And the Phillies jump out to a 2-0 lead.
When you talk about the power with Castellanos to all fields, it's just a pitch down and away from him. He just went out and got it.
Which will sit vacant here at Citizens Bank Park, honoring those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. Castellanos rips one to deep left field. It is gone! Solo home run for Castellanos. He's hit in 5 straight. It's 1-0 Phils.
Here in Philadelphia, we in the Atlanta Braves organization and Bally Sports lost a beloved member of the organization this morning. Casey Motter, who's been the longtime PA announcer for the Braves, both at Turner Field and Truist Park, passed away unexpectedly this morning. And our thoughts and prayers go out to Casey's family, his wife, Debbie. He was such a wonderful and enthusiastic supporter of the Braves, and he made you feel so welcome and so lucky to be a part of the baseball experience in Atlanta.
Yeah, you know, it was a tough blow when we heard this morning. He was a guy that I think we can all agree you'd see him right outside the booth, smiling, laughing. He'd give you a big hug. You know, he even did, you know, the come out, you know, for our kids' teams. And, you know, he had such an amazing voice and was such an amazing man. And, you know, I told you that was heartbreaking this morning when we heard about that.
Yeah, it won't be the same at Truist Park. I loved hearing Casey's hello baseball fans.
Yeah.
Turn and say hello to your neighbor, high five, and go Braves. He was so much a part of the fabric of the experience of Braves baseball in Atlanta. And again, we will miss Casey Motter dearly. Wonderful voice. Hopefully that golden microphone in hand, watching the Braves and guiding them to victory tonight. So Casey, Debbie, your entire family, our thoughts and prayers are with you tonight.
Yeah, Debbie family, we're praying for y'all.
That one's hit well out to right center field. Duvall's going back to the scoreboard. It is gone! 3-run opposite field home run for Castellanos.
It's his first one in the month of June, and it comes on the final day of the month. 7-1 Phillies. Whew.
Fans remembered legendary broadcaster Vin Scully, who became a symbol for the city of Los Angeles.
His career spanned more than 6 decades. He is being remembered with great respect and affection. KRON 4's Taylor Bisacki has that story.
He epitomizes baseball. World class in terms of like, you know, what it means to baseball. I feel like he represents it, and I'm just sad to see him go.
Dodgers and Giants fans united Wednesday night over their love for baseball and Vin Scully, a man who became a symbol of the game.
Castellanos 0 for 2 today, drew a walk back in the 4th.
Fly ball center field. On the run is Heredia. Back toward the wall. It is gone! Just off the edge of the tree. A 2-run home run for Castellanos. It's his first one since the end of June, and the Phillies take a 3-1 lead. And it couldn't have come.
They're honoring the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away earlier today. Nice moment of silence. Beautiful words from Dan Baker.
That one's hit well out to right center field. Duvall's going back to the scoreboard. It is gone! 3-run opposite field home run for Castellanos.